everyone! Last time we have talked about how we shape the phrase by singing. Now I'm trying to go a little bit more in depth in regards to shaping. Right? So shaping word basically means a phrasing work. What does exactly phrasing work mean? It is a procedure of giving a life to music. We always need to make the music sound lively and flowing. I remember my teacher told me without phrasing work, it's no longer music. So it's our job to make the music sound lively. It is our job to give a life to music. So how can we do that? Dynamic, right? But it's not just that, it's not that simple. So it's all about dynamic, yes, but it's not that simple as it seems. We should be able to increase and decrease the dynamic gradually. You have to remember that. So that's the skill that you need to learn. How, especially when we do the slow pieces, developing the musical ideas is very crucial. So we have to do a lot of mental practice, meaning you have to have a very solid plan of how you're gonna make the music sound lively. Right? So when you look at the score, if you're able to draw a phrase mark, that means you know what you're doing. So can you spot the beginning of a phrase? Can you spot the end of a phrase? These are the two spots where you need to play softly, unless it's indicated with the specific dynamic signs, right? And then you have to be able to spot the halfway point. This is where you need to play the loudest, right? Halfway point. If you're able to spot that, there's no doubt you know how music flows. Start from the beginning of a phrase, you do crescendo. So you do crescendo towards the halfway point. You increase your dynamic gradually towards the halfway point. After you reach out to the halfway point, you start decreasing your dynamic gradually towards the end of a phrase. So that's exactly what shaping work means. And that is a procedure you must take in order to make the music sound lively. Now let's try to draw a phrase mark connecting from the first note of a phrase to the last note of a phrase. So the first phrase is starting from here, right? Alright, so you know that this is the first note of a phrase. This is the last note of a phrase. Make sure you play those notes softly. Now let's try to sing the melody to see how you want to shape the phrase. La 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 la, right? And try to draw a crescendo and decrescendo signs based on how you want to shape the phrase. So that was all about phrase 1, alright? Now let's try to find out what we're gonna do with the second phrase. So second phrase is starting from here. Let's draw our phrase mark again, starting from here all the way up to here, right? So the first note, always remember, play softly unless it's indicated with a specific dynamic signs. Rather than that, you play them softly. Alright, and then now you need to figure out the note that you want to emphasize the most, right? Which one do you think you need to emphasize the most? It's gonna be here, right? Alright, draw a crescendo sign, and that is the note that you want to emphasize the most. Alright, and then after you reach out to the point, and then right, so this is the note that you want to emphasize the most. After you reach out to the point, you want to decrease your dynamic gradually towards the end. Always remember what is the note that you want to emphasize the most, because this is where you need to start decreasing your dynamic from, right? So always remember that.